This is Freedom Global News.
Federal government targets paperless government system by 2030. Nigerian police force extends online registration by 10 days. Kano approves 500 million naira counterpart fund for World Bank project. And on the foreign scene, 8 Somalians killed in a car explosion.
This is Freedom Global News.
Possessing a permanent voter's card is a duty to all citizens. Please ensure you acquire yours. Good evening. You're listening to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. I am Zahra Zanna. Today is 12th January 2021, and now the news in full. The federal government says it was working to achieve a paperless government system by 2030. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Issa Pantami, said this at the Champions Day and closing of 2021 service-wide capacity building program on e-government at the e-government training center in Abuja. The training, held in 8 batches, was facilitated by the National Information Technology Development Agency with support from the Office of the Head of Service of the Federation. 1,376 public servants were trained from November 2020 to December 2021 at the center located in the Public Service Institute of Nigeria, Abuja. The beneficiaries are expected to drive the national digital economy policy and strategy to achieve change and leverage technology in building a vibrant digital economy. The Nigerian Police Force has extended the online registration for the ongoing 2021 recruitment exercise for interested and eligible Nigerians into the service of the force as police constables. The new deadline for the registration on the portal is now Saturday, January 22nd, 2022. Police Public Relations Officer CP Frank Umba said in a statement today that with this extension, the Nigerian Police Force recruitment portal will remain open till midnight of the new date. He said the extension of the online application is informed by the need to ensure equal opportunity and even spread of applications. Consequently, the force enjoins states and local governments, religious bodies, and other interest groups in the affected geopolitical zones to assist in mobilizing and encouraging their citizens and wards to take advantage of the opportunity to seek a career path in the Nigerian police force. Interested applicants are urged to log on to the NPF recruitment portal to register before the expiration of the new deadline. The recruitment exercise is absolutely free of charge. The Center for Information Technology and Development, CITAD, says sexual harassment is currently the leading cause of gender-based violence in Kano State. The center's gender officer, Zainab Aminu, stated this today at the center's monthly gender-based violence briefing. According to Zainab Aminu, the reports received by the center through their gender-based violence Android app shows that there was an increase in violence last December compared to November.
For online harassment, there was a 25% increment of reported cases. For sexual harassment, also there's a 25% increase. Sexual abuse and wife battering also had a 25% increase. So generally, the data shows that GBV is being perpetrated against both male and female gender, but with a higher number of female victims. And from all
Zainab also called on the Kano State government to, as a matter of urgency, domesticate the Child Protection Act and the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act to end gender-based violence in the state.
We reiterate our previous call to the Kano State government and House of Assembly to domesticate the Child Rights Act and the VAP Act at the state level, because if it's implemented, it will contribute to curbing this menace. The state government should not only adopt laws to protect women and girls, but to also establish referral centers and forensic centers for victims.
Correspondent Abdul Qadir Haladu Kiawa reports that the center also urges religious leaders to continue educating the public on the dangers of violence. The former Nigerian Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, has congratulated the Nigerian football team, Super Eagles, in their 1-0 win in their match with Egypt. Nigeria yesterday defeated the Pharaohs for the first time in an opening fixture of the African Cup of Nations after losing in 1963 and 2010 editions. Correspondent Hawa Adamukiawa has details of this and other sports updates.
Obi Ezekwesili, who described the victory as a sweet win, noted that it was a teachable moment for sensible minds. She also called on fellow Nigerians to celebrate the very competent team for their win. Another development, former captain of Nigerian national team, Nwankwo Kanu, has tipped the current squad to go all the way and win the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. The Super Eagles began their quest for a fourth title in the best possible way with a 1-0 win over favourites Egypt on Tuesday. Kelechi Iheanacho netted an outstanding winner in the 30th minute of the game. Similarly, Nigeria interim coach Augustine Egovon has revealed that his double-team strategy neutralized Egypt star Mohamed Salah to help the Super Eagles secure an important 1-0 win at the Africa Cup of Nations. The build-up to Tuesday's crunch clash between the two Group D favourites centred around the Liverpool star, who is widely regarded as the best player in the world at the moment. But Salah cut an isolated figure as the Pharaohs struggled to impose themselves in Garo, while Nigeria dominated the game. Another update, Everton's Lucas Dean is set to move to Aston Villa after the club struck a deal worth up to 25 million euros for the fullback. In a separate development, Everton has inquired about Aston Villa winger Anwar El Ghazi. Villa have tracked 28-year-old Dean since he fell from favour with Everton boss Rafael Benitez this season. Meanwhile, Villa have completed the loan signing of Barcelona playmaker Philippe Coutinho. And on tennis, British number 2 Dan Evans continued his winning start to 2022 with a comfortable 6-2, 6-3 win over Spain's Pedro Martinez in Sydney. The 31-year-old third seed was dominant in all areas, converting all 4 of his break points to snuff out world number 61 Martinez's hopes. Evans will play either Serbia's Dusan Lajovic or American Melbourne runner-up Maxime Cressy in the quarterfinals. Awa Adam Kiawa, Freedom Radio.
The Global News is coming to you from Freedom Radio 99.5 FM. You can send your comments, opinions, and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the page on our website, www.freedomradionig.com.
Musa, me kake nema a cikin kitchen?
Masoyiyata, ina son cokali in sha magani.
Masoyina, ka ɗauki comics kawai, ka yaga, sha ka samu sauki.
Haka ne fa, ku yi amfani da comics ma duk kaikayin tari. Comics yana da dextromethorphan da guaifenesin. Kawai ku yaga ku sha, ku samu sauki yana kulele in ka sha. Aha, na samu sauki yanzu. Ina son comics. Comics, kamfani Orange Drugs Limited da ke yin kasuwanci da dilancinta. Maganin zai iya saka kasala. In alamar tarin bata tsaya ba bayan kwana 3, ka ga likitanka. Comics yana kulele.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. The Kano State Executive Council has approved the sum of 500 million naira as counterpart fund for the implementation of a 6-year World Bank-assisted project tagged Agro-Climatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscapes. The State Commissioner for Information, Malam Muhammad Garba, who briefed newsmen on the outcome of the council meeting, said the project is aimed at increasing the adoption of climate resilience landscape management practices and enhance livelihood in targeted arid and semi-arid watersheds in northern Nigeria. The project will be the responsibility of the Federal Ministry of Environment and the State Ministry of Environment at the state's level to consolidate the achievements recorded under the Nigerian Erosion and Watershed Management Project in Kano. He said the council also approved the extension of the health program Memorandum of Understanding between the state government, Bill and Melinda Gates, and Aliko Dangote Foundations. Niger State Council of Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, is to understudy the implementation of Jigawa State Pension Scheme with the view of ensuring that state civil servants get value of their contributions. The state chairman of NLC, Comrade Yakubu Garba, disclosed this at the end of the expanded State Executive Council meeting of the organized labor in Minna on Tuesday. Correspondent Nuruddin Ishakudaza has the report.
The state chairman of NLC, Comrade Yakubu Garba, disclosed this at the end of the expanded State Executive Council meeting of the organized labor in Minna yesterday. Comrade Yakubu Garba said to this end, a team from the state NLC will be undertaking a 5-day study tour to Jigawa State to ascertain why the scheme is successful there. He explained that the study became necessary because of the inconsistency of the policy since its commencement in the state.
After at least a while implementation, they crash lands. So we now feel that, okay, why can't we look at other states that has gotten it right? And Jigawa State is one of the states that reform their labor law. Is not much national and it's not more local. So it's an adapted law. So we want to go there and see how they got it right, so that we can come back here and see how we can advise government so that we can also get it right in Niger State.
He explained that another committee will be sent to Federal Capital Territory Administration to also understudy its joint account operations. Comrade Yakubu Garba revealed that a 9-man committee has sent up to work out modalities on how to ensure peaceful conduct of the proposed January 27 nationwide protest as directed by the national body. According to him, the protest is to express the rejection of the NLC on the federal government's plan to remove oil subsidy and increment of electric tariff. Similarly, the meeting also endorsed the sit-at-home order by the sister organization, Nigerian Union of Teachers, NUT, on the manner, the welfare, and other entitlement of teachers is being handled in some local government areas.
The issue of sit-at-home by NUT, that is a mandate that comes from our affiliates. And every affiliate, have a right within the state council to also proffer a solution in any form, as far as that solution is intended with our labor law. So the issue of sit-at-home, there is nowhere you say you should pay somebody's salary in percentage. But again, there is no law that is absolute. Where there is necessity, you just have to think out of the box and provide a solution.
In Minna, Nuruddin Ishakudaza reporting Freedom Radio.
And in business, Muhammad Abba Abdullahi has the latest updates.
The World Bank has projected a 2.5% economic growth for Nigeria in 2022 and 2.8% in 2023. This 2022 forecast is a slight upward review from the estimated 2.4% growth in 2021. According to the bank, higher oil prices and activities in the service sectors such as telecommunications and financial services will drive this slightly upward growth. The Washington-based institution revealed this in its latest Global Economic Prospects report. Meanwhile, the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, Mariam Katagum, is at the first meeting of the Economic Sustainable Committee in 2022. In the presentation on the Survival Fund at the meeting, Katagum disclosed that all states of the Federation have received various leaves of the 75 billion naira Survival Fund, which each state will soon receive a minimum of 1.7 billion naira cumulatively from all schemes. She also revealed that Lagos, Kano and Abia State had crossed the bar, with Lagos reaching over 2.5 billion naira and Kano over 2 billion naira, adding that no state has received less than 1 billion naira so far. Ahmed Abba Abdullahi, Freedom Radio.
And on the foreign scene, at least 8 people have been killed in a car explosion in the Somali capital, Mogadishu. The head of the city's ambulance service, Abdikadir Abdurrahman, was quoted saying today that a car bomb targeted a convoy, including bulletproof cars, using Avicii Street. The Somali National News Agency reported unspecified casualties. Mogadishu resident Muhammad Usman said the shock of the blast hit the walls and roof of a mosque he was praying in nearby. The attack was claimed by Al-Shabaab, an Al-Qaeda-linked armed group fighting to overthrow the country's United Nations-backed government. In a brief statement, the group said it was targeting foreign officers. Witness told reporters a multi-vehicle private security convoy escorting foreigners was passing by the area when the explosion hit. We've come to the end of today's Global News. On behalf of the entire production team and I, Zahra Zanna, thank you for listening.